Welcome everyone to another night of the Blue Stand. We're going to talk about the reaction from our great victory last night against Borussia Dortmund. It was a great game, great comeback, to come back from 1-0 first leg defeat and go and win 2-0 was really, really good. The whole team played well. I think, and the manager got it right. It's the first time I'm saying that, I think, for Graham Potter, but he got it right. I liked his attitude yesterday. For the first time, I saw him really reacting to the game, waving his hands to get the fans going. I've never seen that happen before from him. So, that's good to see. I hope he can prove us all wrong and make us really like him and we move forward with Graham Potter. But, one game won't say all. We will see in the next few games, what we're going to do and how he's going to react. So far, great. Chelsea were back to the usual selves. It was the old Chelsea. Great to watch. Great from the fans. Made massive noise before the game. They turned up, 5 o'clock in the afternoon outside the bridge with blue flares, really making noise. It was great to see, and I'm very glad for that. I want to welcome Hassan and Cheryl so far. Other panelists will come on. Hi, Hassan.
Yeah. Glad you have me on, Nick. It's a pleasure seeing you again, and it's been a while since I popped in a show.
I know, but yeah, I will send you the link. I know you can't come all the time, but
Yeah,
I will.
I tried to
You
come
know,
around
I will send you the link since I've been doing this.
Yeah,
You're one of the main panelists. When you come. I know. And welcome to.
yeah. No, I'll always try to come on till the end. Well, not always till the end, but I try to stay on for most of the time.
I know you do. And
Yeah.
welcome to Cheryl, of course. Um,
Thank you, Nick. Thank you for having us
so
here.
I'll go to Hassan first. I'll say my little introduction. Let's go to Hassan and your opening thoughts about yesterday. About the team Potter and everything you want to say for now.
Uh, the, for the first time in a while, I think there's been a lot of positives to say. Uh, Starting off with the basics first, I think we all agree that the last two games, including Dortmund, Potter had to win. I think his job and everything was on solely based on the last two games, and you clearly saw it. And for me, right, I think with the whole situation and how everything was turning out to be, and the reports of players not believing and not trusting in Potter, these last two games have been proven them uh, as much as we all want to say Potter on stuff like that. It
Mm,
shows the last two games shows that they have been fighting for him and they've been fighting for the badge and
true.
and we got to give credit where credit's due. It looks like at the moment he's slowly turning things around, and this is what we want to see. This is the old Chelsea that we wanted to see. And let's be honest, before we even got to the second leg, we all written it off. And same old Chelsea. This and this is why I kind of love and hate the club.
Yeah.
Whenever people write us off, we somehow turn it around. We somehow end up going through, or we somehow pull the rabbit out of the hat. It's just a football heritage. You see this Chelsea or UCL nights. We've always pulled off comebacks in European competitions. We've always done it, and it's not surprising really that these players have put their main focus on the UCL because we're not. It's looking very unlikely we're going to get top four through like actual qualifications.
Yeah,
But
true.
moving on to the game itself, I think many. I think our whole 11 played well yesterday.
Hmm.
It had to be a performance. It had to be a flawless performance, and it was so good, man. Like from top to bottom, the defense kept their attack quiet. Midfield was mostly in control, we were punishing them whenever they made a mistake or whenever they failed to capitalize. It's just for me, right? It's just kind of annoying that a few of our players were marginally offside. I think we would have beat them comfortably. I think, if a lot of if half of our VAR decisions, if it wasn't for the new VAR technology, it would have been a lot more goals than that. And yeah, I'm quite pleased with the performance, and I'm quite pleased with Potter yesterday. Because let's be honest, we got to give him credit where credit due. He had to pull off a tactical masterclass for us to win after being 1-0 down, and he got what he got. He got a 2-0 win, and he's kept a clean sheet, and the players' morals look boosted today. And my man of the match is probably between Chilwell and Cucurella. I think one of them two
Yeah,
deserve it.
for
You
sure.
could give it to either or. Cucurella, after many
Yeah.
games, Potter.
What,
The
what
only reason
about
why Potter.
what
God,
about
sorry.
Kovac, Hassan? Kovac?
Oh yeah, there's so many, man. There's even Kepa as well. Like
Yeah,
he's pulled off a
Kepa.
few.
Yeah, I mean, you're right what you're saying. I think Chilwell. The last two games, it's been the old Chilwell for me, unbelievable. He has been good, really good, forward and defending. Cucurella was great to watch yesterday.
Yeah, it's
Great.
good to see the old Cucurella back, man. It's good to see it.
Yeah, go on,
And
go ahead.
hopefully, I was gonna carry on, right? For me, right, Potter's done. It's probably his best performance at Chelsea. I think the last 20 games, including the Milan. It's way better than Milan, because Milan, right? It was just goals. The performance was there. You could say that we got lucky and we just finished our chances. This one, it's a 9 out of 10 from everyone. I think you could probably give everyone a 10. It was flawless. We had to be, and there was marginal errors, and we've even kept that Jude Bellingham quiet. And I'm not gonna lie to you, the more I watch Jude Bellingham, the less I rate him quite a bit. I rate him quite high, but it's not as high as everyone thinks. I think he's
No,
just one of
yeah,
them overhyped players. Like you see in big games, right? You see him, he drops an average performance, and then he throws that little tantrum. I don't know if you were there at the game, but I saw video footage after full time,
yeah.
even though the cameras were rolling
I
there.
couldn't go last night, Hassan. I wasn't
Oh,
there last night. I was there against Leeds, but not last night, you know. But I watched the game, of course. Yeah, go on, carry on.
I was gonna say, right, what's it called? He does the
You said about Cucurella.
Oh yeah, Cucurella playing well and stuff like that. And I was gonna go on to Jude Bellingham, and
Oh, yeah, that's
the
it.
one
Yeah.
the one thing I hate, right, about him, right, he drops these, like, in big games, right, he drops these average performances where it was decent, but it wasn't like great. Like, it wasn't like, wow, he was doing something for the team, you know what I mean? And then he gets annoyed, and then he gets that little tussle and all angry and fed up and starts having a fight after a game. I'm like, what's the point? What's the point after you do it on the pitch? Do it during the 90 minute, you know what I mean? Like, it's just like he's one of them players where I feel like he's just a little bit hyped. Quality player, good player for his age, very good for his age, and he's got a very high ceiling, right? Oh,
Yeah.
you got to.
Yeah. I'll get rid of this. I don't know what happened there. Yeah, hold on a second. Yeah, sorry. Was
You pressed that X button on Leaf.
yeah, by mistake. Carry on.
Yeah. So as I was saying, right, I just think he's one of them overhyped type of players. He's not worth 100 million, I believe. Like, but he is still a quality player. I wouldn't mind taking him, but it's not for the price. And I believe we do dodge a bullet by not signing him, because we were heavily linked with him. And I think Todd Bowley was eyeing a move for him, but hopefully we'll probably move on to different caliber, different profile of players. I think what this team needs is another enforcer, another DM, another midfielder.
Yeah.
Yeah, because for us to unlock Enzo's true potential, we definitely need another midfielder to go along him because we can't really rely on Kante forever. And yes, good things will come to an end, and Kante will soon retire, and we will definitely need a replacement for him soon. But other than that, right, it's been for me, right. I think everyone from top to bottom got it right yesterday, and the last two performances, I think Potter has gained at least an extra couple of games. But this doesn't mean that he can go and lose them. The
Yeah,
pressure will still be there for him to deliver results. And let's be honest, these March fixtures, before we get into April, which are rough fixtures, because we have United, we have Liverpool, we have City, we have Arsenal. We'll have
yeah,
all the big sixes coming in soon. So these next games have to be wins for me, right? And he's deserved. Let's be honest. Like if he lost yesterday, he'd be gone by today. You'd probably see a club statement or something. And yeah, I think he's deserved another couple of games, but it has to be results driven. And I'm a results type of guy. He has to get wins. So for now, I'm just happy with the performance and happy we've gone through because this is our only chance at qualifications. If we're being brutally honest.
yeah. Uh, y- yeah. Let's go to a share roll. I want. I'm trying to sort these out. Carry on, Shero.
Yeah, right. Big up Nick, big up Hassan.
Big up to you.
Yeah, first of all, I would just want to thank Chelsea fans, yeah, because they did an amazing job yesterday. Before I start about talking about the team, I have to thank Chelsea fans first. Me inclusive, all of us, Nick, Hassan, every Chelsea fan worldwide. Mostly, I would love to thank those who turned up at the bridge yesterday because they turned up at the bridge at 5. You know, it wasn't easy. They all know it wasn't an easy game, but yeah, they turned up. The atmosphere was great. Yeah, the players arrived. I think it gave our team momentum, winning mentality. Yeah, so big up all Chelsea fans worldwide. We appreciate those even who are online. Keep up the good work. Yeah, talking about yesterday's performance, it was very good overall. Yeah, we've been having good performances actually. We had a good performance against them in the first leg. Um, we were the better side, but yeah, they got one counter attack and scored. Um, yeah, we were the better side overall. We've been playing football very well, so I think the players deserved the win. The team deserved to go through. Um, the players that were exciting that I didn't even notice, like I didn't even expect them to perform in that way. One of them was Kukurel. That guy has been out for like 4 matches, I guess, and he's been having issues. He's been battling with his mental health, and he's been having his unborn kid. But yeah, he played. He played good football. Yeah, he played good football as left centre back. He delivered very well. Yeah, he was very, 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 very good yesterday. Yeah, he was very hard. He made hard tackles. The hard tackles reminded me of Rudiger. Yeah, he played very, very well and he was backing his teammates. Yeah, he had a good performance. My man of the match yesterday was Chilwell. Chilwell was my man of the match. Yeah,
Yeah,
he had a very good first half. He made an assist to Sterling. Yeah. He got that penalty. He won the penalty for Chelsea. Yeah. He
and
created
there
both goals.
here you see Havertz putting the penalty away. This is when he scored the second one.
Yeah, right. And by the way, we have to talk about how calm this guy is, right? He had the guts to take the second penalty in the same
Yes,
area.
that's
Yeah,
what I
he's
put
very
him up.
calm.
Yeah, yeah. You know what? I always like Havertz. You heard me say it before. I said he wasn't out of form, but I love this player. I know he was low on confidence and everything. And yeah, the first penalty you see, but the people in the D shape, Dortmund players were all around inside the D shape. It must have put him off a little bit. I'm not saying it's because of that he should have scored the first time, but even if he scored, it would have been retaken because the players were in the box. But to show, the players, they said to him, "Do you want to take the second one again?" And he stood up, he took the ball, put it down, and he took it. And same place, same spot, like he tried to do first time. That's his technique. And Graham Potter wouldn't put him to be the main penalty taker if he doesn't show it on training. But he does. He shows it on training. That's why he's our new penalty taker. Yeah, he'll only get more confident for me, Shiro. Now, yeah.
Yeah,
Go.
right.
Sorry.
Yeah, right. Kai Havertz was very very good yesterday. He's he's it's one of those best performances I've seen in a Chelsea shirt. Yeah, he
Mm.
played very 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 well, and actually I didn't expect him to play good
Yeah,
football
this is what
yesterday
I mean.
because
You see,
because he
you see
was
the
off form.
players. You see all the players running in the box as he's about to shoot.
Yeah, that's
Everyone.
unacceptable.
Yeah, so yeah, even if he scored, it would have been retaken because you can't allow that. So big up to Havertz. He really showed me a lot yesterday. Really did. Yeah, I'm glad for him. Yeah, sorry,
Yeah,
sorry to disturb you again. Carry on.
no,
Yeah.
it's fine. Yeah, like I said, I didn't even expect Havertz to come up with this big performance yesterday because it's been off from before the lineup, before the match. When I saw the lineup, I was like, you know what, I wish he would have played Modric in that position, because Havertz is off form, But then, he proved me wrong. He showed me that he's that player we can rely on big games. He's clutch, right? So he was a good player overall. But yeah, talking about the performance, I think we had the best performance this season, and we had the best game this season,
Hmm.
right? Because if I'm being honest, I don't remember the last time we had this feeling, right? Because this has been the most important game of the season, and we won it, right? So I think it has been the biggest game of
Big
this
up Nick,
season.
bro.
Yeah,
Big up
Oscar.
Cheryl. Big up Hassan.
Big up to you, Deals.
Big
Thanks
up
for
deals,
coming
Paul.
on. Yeah, big
Big up
up.
deals. Yeah,
Carry on,
right.
Cheryl. Yeah.
Yeah, I was saying for me, the players play good football, pressing football actually, from first minute, right, minute one, until they scored the first goal, second goal. But yeah, luck has not always been on our side. But yesterday, it started the game. But yeah, at the end of the day, we got luck as well. Yeah, and we won the game. Yeah. So
Mm-hmm.
Hassan spoke about Bellingham. Trust me, after what I saw yesterday, I wouldn't take Bellingham in my team, man. I wouldn't, because there is no way you want to injure a player in 90 minutes. Guy literally tackled
Mm.
Reece James, right? Because he's angry,
Yes, it is.
right? He wanted to start up a fight with Chilwell, right? Then at the end of the match, he came up wanting to start a fight with Kukurea. Then at the end, he came and pushed the camera guy. That's being, I don't know what to call it, man, but it's very, very stupid. Yeah.
Yeah,
He,
it
he,
was.
he didn't
Yeah,
have to do that, right? Because,
Jude's an idiot, bruv. Jude's an idiot.
it
He's a
is. Yeah.
clown. He's a clown. He's
What
lucky.
about this?
He's lucky. He's lucky
Yeah.
that one. None of our brothers actually clamped him one because
yeah, right.
he carried on like a clown
And
still.
that's what I'm saying, because there is no way, because I saw it. Yeah, right.
I lost
Deals,
you.
carry on.
Sure. Yeah,
I'm breaking my network. I'll come back.
you're breaking up. Yeah, yeah. Deals. You were at the game last night. Were you there outside the ground like the rest of
Yeah,
them?
yeah, yeah.
Let's
I wasn't
tell.
there. I
Yeah,
wasn't there from when the team buses came through, because you remember there was a
yeah,
big entrance before the team buses come through and that.
yeah,
And
yeah.
I wasn't there then. I came in just before kickoff. And basically, yeah, just before kickoff, basically, like, you know, when they do the banners thing, you know, the big banner, legend banner came up, and
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's on the
yeah,
ground. Yeah,
yeah,
that
it
was
came up
great.
and
That
it
was
was fire on that,
beautiful,
and they
man.
turned the lights off, and they
Yeah,
turned the lights off, and it was all good. Still, it was
that
good.
was
Still,
great.
the atmosphere was buzzing. I'm telling
It
you now from
was.
the get go. I
Yeah, it
tell you
was.
this
Yeah,
now. Our crowd won us that game as well. Our
yeah, it was
crowd
good.
won us that game as well. I said it from the I've said it for many before this happened. I said it.
Mm.
This our fans will win us this game, and look what happened.
Yeah, you
Our
did.
fans won us the game, and the players won it the game, and the manager too. But
Yeah.
let's be real. Let's be real. We had a brilliant game, but I feel that obviously certain players. Let's be real. Let's be real. Certain players were off a little bit come 60 minutes, you know. 60 minutes they kind of like done lecture because Dortmund were trying to be dominated in the midfield, right? But we still had a quality game. Don't get it twisted. We still had a good quality game. I
Oh
felt
yeah.
Mendy, no, Kepa had a brilliant game. Silva, no, Koulibaly, um, Cucurella, and Fofana at the back, and Chilwell and Reece James, solid
Yeah.
performance. From the
Yeah, there was.
midfield, Kova and Enzo, brilliant. What a
Mm.
partnership! What a partnership! And you see that this partnership, we want to see this midfield partnership to carry on, right? Yeah, Kante might be back, but Kante just getting back to used to things, you know. So I'd rather see this partnership in
Yeah.
furthermore games, and the attack, Sterling, Felix, Havertz, we're all on fire. All on fire. Yeah. So like let's be real. It was a 10 out of 10 performance from us. And I want to see this. We all want to see this carry on from the get-go, you know? I feel that yes, Potter might be taking time to adjust these players, but like again, there's no time at our club, right? Because we are a big club. We have done big things before, right? And that's why there's pressure on him because we have a very big Europe competition in us, and we're very big in the Premier League too. So when Potter analyze these things, he needs to analyze these things to change, but it's taking him a little while to change, you know, because you can't change someone, right? The only way he's gonna change, right, if he listens to the right people around him. But he needs to put right people around him in the building, right? That's what needs to happen. Because I feel that there's not enough staff in his building that's telling him the right things. What would you think, Nick?
Yeah. 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 I agree with you. Everything you said. Yeah. Yeah. Big up to Bobby and big up to J JT
What did you
JT.
think
Sorry.
about the subs, Nick? The subs,
Ah,
like Pulisic.
Gallagher done well. I will come into that. Yeah, I said again, they all played well. Every single player played well, but the Chilwell, Kova, Cucurella for me were extra special.
Yeah,
But
Tilly had a good game.
Sterling
Reece
was
James
good.
had a good game as well.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Yeah, they all had a good game. That's why for us to win, they all had to play good, which they did. And the manager is showed. Um, he showed me reaction and determination last night, which I haven't seen from him, or you probably. You know, you got he was waving to the crowd to get louder. If you saw him on the bench last
Yeah,
night,
yeah, and
yeah,
he was waving to the crowd, and it seems that it was the greatest night. Yeah, it was the greatest night for our European nights, and that was a great to see from Potter for his history at Chelsea, right?
yeah,
So it was great. It was great. It was great.
yeah, yeah,
Considering, because
yeah.
hey
Go
Nick,
on,
considering
yeah,
the things that we've been through this season, right?
yeah,
Look at the things that we've been through this season, ups and downs, and it was only time this was gonna happen, right?
mm,
And it was last night it happened, right? And we won because why? because we played as a team. That's why.
That's true. Yeah, I'd like to say big up to JP, the Added Time podcast. That's his channel. I advise people to go on that. If you haven't subscribed to him, do that. He's a great guy. He's from America, but his channel is very good. When I'm have the chance, I'm always there. When not, if I'm not at Chelsea, because
Nick, you
yeah,
know the fans are our
yeah. Hold on,
fans,
sorry.
yeah,
One
our
second, dude.
fans.
One second. Let me just. Yeah. So yeah, do subscribe to the Added Time podcast. Like I said, great channel. And every subscriber helps the channels, and people and do like the channels. When you hit that like button, it doesn't cost you nothing, but it helps us, helps the channel grow. Yeah, I just want to say that for uh, JP here. Yeah, and yeah, big up to Bobby. He's here as well. Big up, Bobby.
Hey, big up, guys.
Big up, Bobby. Big up, bro.
Hi, guys. I'm just fascinated by this Bayern PSG game.
Yep. Yeah. A lot of games tonight. We come to that. Sorry, Deals, to cut you off. Carry on, Deals, and we're going to
You
come to
know
Bob.
our fans are calling Bellingham a wanker because the way he carried on.
Yes, yeah, he carried
So
on.
rightly.
Yeah, he did, though. Yeah. There was no need for that very bad foul. We call it a foul. It was a smash at Reece James, and before that, who was it? He done it to someone else as well. Chilwell, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Um,
Chilwell. He done
yeah,
it to Chilwell, Cucurella. Three
yeah,
Chilwell.
Cucurella, that's it. Yeah, I think he's young. Bellingham's young, and I don't know. He's overhyped a lot as well. I know he's good for England, but I don't know. I don't
I don't
think
rate him. I don't rate
no.
him.
I don't rate
Personally, I
him
don't
like
rate him. I think he's overhyped. Every time I've seen him,
yeah.
he's been overhyped. Like the
He's
last time he
yeah.
actually had a good game in him, I would say England, the World Cup, probably, most probably.
Yeah, that's true. He's overhyped really. Uh, like a lot of other players. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what happened to Cheryl. Maybe Cheryl's got a problem with his connection. He might be back. Yeah, let's go to Bobby. Bobby, you were saying, what's your whole take from last night, or any other thoughts?
Last night was a victory for the entire club, wasn't it? The
Yeah,
fans, we played our part. Even the manager, to be fair, he showed some passion, which was really needed. And of course, every player on the pitch. I don't know how much of it was tactics, how much of it was actually just sheer heart that gave us that victory and qualification. All I know is that that's what Chelsea's about. I think it was a game that, for me, sometimes some big games you kind of see the birth of a star player. And for me, that is a game, even more so than the Champions League final, that Havertz became that Chelsea
Ye-
star player. The
yeah,
way he fought, the responsibility he took, even though he was nervous. People always try and have a go at him, but how old is he? 23? He's still a
20,
young guy.
23. Yeah, yeah, he's still young.
Still a
Yeah,
very young guy, and he's really stepping up. He's developing. He's playing out of his natural position, which is very unfair on him, but he's doing it for the sake of the club. He fights for the badge. I liked
yeah,
Felix. I think Felix created a lot when he came off and Gallagher came on. They brought on more steel in the midfield, but the creativity was gone. Gallagher and Ruben, they both came on to give us more steel that was needed, because
more
that was
energy.
the only area we were deficient. That's
Yeah,
physicality. But
it's true.
Cover had a great game.
Yeah,
Enzo played a lot. Enzo also is very young, and I think he needed that from Cover. Cover really took responsibility in midfield. Cucurella, bless him, I thought he had a blinder. He played
did.
well, he really did. He's everywhere, that geezer.
Yeah, God. He
You
was
know,
everywhere. That's the
yeah,
Cucurella we bought. That's why we bought him. You
yeah,
know, it's been a
yeah,
long time to see him like that. We saw it in the beginning from him. Then he
yeah,
faded out. But he's come back. Thank God
yeah,
for that. Well, sorry, Bobby. Go.
yeah. There's that Chilwell. I think he was excellent. Reece James, you can see he's still coming back from injury. Kepa, brilliant, saved us a lot, especially from that free
Brilliant.
kick
2
from
great
Royce.
saves.
You know,
Yeah,
before that would have been his Achilles heel because that we would have let that in. But now he's worked on his agility. What he lacks in size, he tries to make up with agility.
yeah.
Sterling, too many touches in the final third for me. He
Mm.
needs to try a few
I
more
know.
shots.
Yeah.
You
That's
know,
what I
that
keep
first
saying.
chance,
Yeah.
so that
Go on.
first chance he missed was just unforgivable. So it was a good thing he actually scored in the end.
Mm.
That's about it. You know, I think nobody really put a foot wrong. Koulibaly, steady, Fofana, boy, have we missed him. What a defender. Do you know what? The problem
Mm.
with Chelsea is just fitness. You know, fitness, that's what has been doing us for the past 3-4
Yeah.
seasons.
And
If
the
our
players
players
weren't
stay,
ready. Really, we have to. First time I'm saying this, but that we did when Portable kept saying injuries and this and that. We was saying no more excuses, but it's true. He was
yeah,
right. I'll take my words back on that because you can see. Look at Rhys James. He's just coming back. Chilwell just come back. Don't forget.
yeah.
We had problems. We did. So
But we
sorry.
need to
Yeah, for
stay
that. Yeah.
fit. You know, Wesley Fofana, I think he can become one of the best defenders in the world, but he
Yes.
needs to stay fit. I mean, I'm watching PSG and Bayern at the moment with keen interest. We
Was
can
it?
live with any of these lot. You
Yeah.
know, if
They
our
just.
players stay fit, their players all stay fit. You look for weeks, you see the same players, they're fit. How often do you get
Mm,
Delict or Chikamoting, and they're all there. Musiala, all that. Chelsea lose too many key players to
we do.
injury,
And we
and
lost.
that's what harms us.
We lost too many at the same time. Is what didn't help.
Yeah,
Kanti,
I'm telling
Reese,
I'm,
who else? Everyone nearly, most of them.
I'm telling you, if our players are fit, we can live with any of these lot. It's not going to be easy because they're damn good sides, but you don't stand
Yeah,
a chance if you don't have a fit squad. And if we have a fit squad, we have every chance. Although Bayern are really good, crikey, their goalkeepers, their defense, everything.
yeah. It'd be interesting to see the draw. With 2 weeks time, I think 17th of March, the draw. And let's
Yeah,
see who goes through tonight. We know Benfica flew through 7-1 win on aggregate last night. They won
yeah.
5-1 and 4. Was it 4 something?
It'd be
Yeah.
nice for us to get someone like Benfica. I'm not underestimating them; they're a damn
They're
good side.
dangerous.
But
You know what,
yeah, but you'll
Bobby?
find they'll give them to someone
Yeah,
like
you know what?
City.
Now it's the last. When it comes to the last state, it doesn't matter who you get, because it's gonna be hard. Every team, including us, no one's gonna want to get Chelsea as well.
Yeah.
But it's the last state, so this is the best 8 clubs left in Europe. So it will be hard for whoever we get, but we can do it. If we play and show up and play with our hearts and skill, give everything like last night, we can
And
beat
keep
anyone.
our fitness.
We know that. Yeah,
Have cover
that's it. We
fit.
don't want any more injuries.
No, that's
Yeah, go
our
on.
biggest problem. Get
It'll be
Kante back.
interesting if we go on. Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead, Bobby.
No. Finish your point, Bobby. I
I've
interrupted
dropped.
you.
No, sorry, I've dropped that down now. I just was sort of repeating myself. It's okay.
Yeah, Hassan, you were saying.
I was gonna say it'd be interesting to get someone like a RB Leipzig, because I wouldn't mind. Like I wouldn't mind have something like interesting like that. I think obviously, like what you were saying, like the last day it's gonna be hard because the
Yeah,
quarterfinals is usually the good teams that go through. Any team that gets lucky qualifying will get knocked out. Let's be honest
yeah,
here. And since we've been qualifying consistently now, since after I can't remember the last time we actually going back to back quarterfinals. It's been a while, and we can turn around and say we're actually a good team now in Europe again. And I don't
Yes.
think anyone would want to face us. And
No, for
we've
sure.
always we
Yeah,
used to
go on.
have a hard time in knockout stages because our team was built for it, and now we've actually got a team that can actually pull off individual brilliance to win who Europe is the Europe's best. And if Real Madrid they go out early, I believe we'll probably have a strong chance of winning. Then I think as long as Real Madrid are in it, I think they will always be favourites.
Mm, yeah. It'd be funny if we get Real Madrid again.
I wouldn't be surprised. Or PSG.
I wouldn't be
I,
surprised, but it wouldn't be funny. That's just the sort of thing they can do to us. Then end up giving City
yeah.
the easy one, and they always do
Like
that.
we got City both cup competitions. That was crazy. How did they manage that? That's the first time I think that happened. FA Cup and League Cup, and they give us City. That was a bit funny as well. But what can we do? But if we do get Real Madrid, we'd be up for it to get revenge. But let's see what happens. We don't know. But it doesn't matter who, like we said, it's gonna be hard. Whoever you get, it gets harder and harder as when you get quarterfinals and semi-final, of course. But let's see if the team keeps fit, like Bobby said. Yeah, keep fit. Go into Leicester, get some good results. Leicester, Everton, then Villa, then Liverpool. We can manage not to lose, them games. And in between, we're going to have the quarterfinal coming up. It will, mean everything for confidence. So let's see what happens. But great. It was great last night. Yeah, Adios is just having have to have his, he's coming back in a minute as well. I'm waiting for them to come out so we do the ratings. But we can do it ourselves till they come back. They can give them after anyway. We said about the game. Let's go, Hassan. Let's do the ratings to see out of 10 this is, let's start with you, Hassan. Kepa.
Yeah. Oh, Kepa. I think he's 8.5. I think he's pulled off a few good saves. When he was called up and tested, he showed how he's done. I remember he saved a shot that was like blasted at him from close range, and he parried that away. He's also parried another shot away, and they did all right. I don't think he put a foot wrong, and you
No.
can't really complain about him yesterday. So it's about 8.5, maybe even a 9. But I'm thinking 8.5 in my head.
Yeah, good. Yeah, he was good. He was. I like Kepa. You see when cover went off, passed the armband to him. Really good. Because he does. He does sound like a captain. He's very loud. And I'll say my thing after Bobby. Bobby, what you take on Kepa?
Yeah, I'll give him 8.5 as well. Clean sheet, good saves, key saves. Can't ask for anything more. He didn't look shaky, ball passed back to him, controlled it well. I thought he had a good game today, managed to get crosses even when he did punch. I never like punching, but when he did, he got a lot of good distance on it. I thought he had an excellent game. Yeah, 8.5.
Yeah. So, me too. I have to agree. 8.5. Great. It was great to see him get that shot. He was swerving, and there was people in front of him, but he managed to dive. It reminded me of Peter Benetti there. He's not that tall, but he got to it. That was a great save. So was the other one. What Hassan said. 2 great saves plus another clean sheet. Let's hope he starts his run again. Keeps clean sheets. Yeah, brilliant by Kepa. Really, I like him. Always have liked Kepa. I know he had these moments that time when he lost his girlfriend and all that, but I knew it was because of that. I didn't want to give him a stick. Never have given stick to Kevin. I'm glad he's back with number one. He deserves to be the number one right now at this club. Yeah. Yeah. Let's move on to. We start with.
Honestly, no geezer should ever lose his head because of some woman, please.
Oh yeah, I know, but it did happen though. Yeah, but
I
it
know
did.
it happened, but you know,
I'm just. Yeah,
whoever
it's true what you're saying, but
his mate should have just got round him and told him,
God,
boy,
yeah.
don't
Imagine,
nobody's worth this shit.
like Kepa, look nice. He's young. He's nice looking. He's got the world in front of
Exactly.
him. He could find.
He's got money.
Yeah,
What's he
money.
getting all upset for? Damn.
Yeah, but
No.
he was in love with that girl, but he found another girlfriend and made him better.
Exactly.
Let's just see what I mean. It was fun. It was funny, Bobby, at the time. God,
I know.
it was. You know what we were saying. God, what's Kepa doing now? He was didn't know what he was doing. Silly passy, mistake after mistake. And then we got Mendy. We went and bought Mendy. Started brilliant. Then he started being even worse. God. Oh God, we go through it with these guys. God. Yeah, but I'm glad he's back. I'm really glad.
Yeah, so am I.
Yeah.
One thing about him, though, he always worked hard, even when he was off form. You would see his work ethic didn't change. That's for sure. It's just his head wasn't right, and I think I don't know who his mates are, but they should have really got round him and taken the piss out of him for that nonsense.
It's true. Yeah, it was.
You know
It
what I mean?
was nonsense. Yeah, I don't know what sort of friends he has. Maybe they were telling him, and he just couldn't listen to no one. I know it happens. It can happen in life.
It can happen, but I always think as a man, you've got to keep check of your emotions, or you'll be finished.
Yeah,
Can't do that. Can't do that. Look now, he's got an even better girl. He's in a better place. So what was all that about? Nothing.
Yeah, but at the time he didn't know that girl he's got now. See. Anyway, yeah, I'm glad. I mean, we're all glad he's back. He saved us a lot of times. Yeah. Big up to him. Let's go to. We start with Fofana on the right. Hassan, Fofana for you last night.
Fofana for me was also very good. Put in a flawless performance. Was solid at the back. I think he's an 8 as well for me. And there's not really much negatives to say about him. He got stuck in, played defensively, and the whole back line was arguably as good as each other yesterday. And he stepped up when we needed him. It was a flawless performance by him as well. So it's an 8 for me.
Yeah. Bobby?
Yeah, Fofana, an 8. When you don't notice your centre backs too much, they're definitely doing something right. Solid. I can't remember too many Dortmund chances. In fact, I can't even remember any apart from the free kick. Can you?
Yeah, they had maybe two on target.
Towards the end of the first half. Yeah. But I'll say 8. They did well last night.
Yeah, I mean, for me, like you said, I didn't notice him much because he was so good. Especially against Leeds, I did notice him because he was up and down, defending. He was going up. He scored the goal. What a goal he was against Leeds. I like him. I really love Fofana. I hope he stays fit. That's the main issue with him. He's injury prone, like a lot of our other players. But yeah, he has to get an 8 at least. Yeah, 8 for me as well. Yeah. Let's go to we say Koulibaly, Hassan.
I think for me, he is around. I performances have not been. I might have lagged there slightly, but I apologize for that. But
That's all
his
right. Yeah.
performances have not been as of great this season. But yeah, this is one of his better nights, and this is the Koulibaly that we've all bought and seen. And he's just like the others. We needed a flawless performance, and he stepped up as well. I believe that our centre backs should all get an 8, so I'm sticking with an 8 for this one.
Yeah. He was okay. Yeah. Bobby.
Yeah, I mean, I nearly gave Koulibaly a 7.5, to be honest, because of what he did, the header he fluffed,
Yeah.
the cross, he really should have done better. I don't know what happened with that. He passed it back rather than kicked it towards goal. I
Well,
don't
yeah.
know. But, his defensive game, which is what he's mainly there for, was excellent. So because of that, I'll give him an 8 alongside Fofana. But those headed opportunities, he's got to be doing much, much better.
Yeah,
And
I'm
we'll be keeping
surprised.
an eye out for that.
Yeah. Go on.
Yeah, so for Koulibaly 8 as well.
8. Yeah, for me, like you said, he fluffed that chance he had. I don't know what happened to him. Like you said, just happened. And usually he's lethal in the box. He does score. And the header usually does a lot better. But for me, against Leeds, last night he showed me why I wanted Koulibaly. He showed me he can defend. He showed me he's a powerful guy. Remember when I was going mad, I wanted Koulibaly to come in the beginning. We Tuchel last summer to replace Rudiger because Rudiger left. And he started to show he's getting adapted now to the Premiership. He showed that against Leeds. He was a lot better than usual. And so he has to get an 8. Yeah. Because they all played really well. The whole defense. Yeah, 8 for me as well. Let's go to Cucurella, Hassan.
8.5 for me. He was very, very solid yesterday. One of the probably top 3 contenders for man of the match, and you could give it to either or of these type of players. So yeah, it's a 8.5, very solid. He was everywhere, and this is the game that hopefully he should win back the fans, and I hope he goes on to perform like this week in week out. And yeah, I just don't get the whole nonsense of one side of fan base wanting foreign players while the others want only English players. I just find that very, very weird.
Yeah.
And
True.
it's either or, man. It's just so weird. And booing Cucurella. I mean, I don't get the whole match booing thing.
Yeah,
I know he's been poor, but you should not deflate the player by that much, man.
True. But he showed them last night what he can do.
Yeah, he showed them. And
That's what I want to
hopefully
see.
he silences them. And this is why.
Oh, yeah,
Because
for
at the end of
sure.
the day,
Don't forget
he's 60 million. At the end of the day, he's our player.
Yeah, we do have a song for him, and when he's, we do sing his name, Cucurella. He's just been off form lately, but he's come back big time last night when we really needed him. So yeah, big up to Cucurella. Go on, Bobby.
Yeah, we're on the same page today, all of us, aren't we?
Yeah, so far.
So far, yeah, I'll give him 8.5 as well. It really was a good game for him.
Yeah, he was.
Seems to fit him well on that left side of the centre-back 3. Now, should he do that always? No, because I'm concerned with him height-wise in that position. But he did very well yesterday. He was everywhere. He really was a driving force for us. So yeah, 8.5.
Yeah, when I saw the lineup, I thought, God, why is he put Cucurella, not Lewis Hall? Lewis Hall was a sub, yeah. Because mainly because I wanted Lewis Hall to get more time. I know it's a Champions League big game, and I was wrong. Porter was right. He put the Cucurella more experience than Lewis Hall, but we do have to start using Luis Hall more like we did. He stopped using him for a bit now. But Cucurella, I was proven wrong. He was great. 8.5 at the very least for me. Yeah. Let's go to Rich James, Hassan.
I think for me, right, out of the whole back line, I think I don't know if it's fair for me to give a slightly lower one to all of it. I think they all should be as high as
Oh,
each other, but I believe for me, right, and this is my opinion only, I believe it's a 7.5. I believe he hasn't really put a foot wrong. He's been up and down, and I've not really got much to say. Like, it's been one of the nights, and he's turned up as well as the whole back line has. And I'm just glad he's walked away safely from that tackle again that
God.
Bellingham did.
Oh,
And
yeah, I thought, God. Yeah, it was
we
bad
should
that
be a
time.
little bit more careful with them next game as well. I don't believe we should play a full 90 after that. But yeah, 7.5 for me, and I believe you guys would probably rate a little bit higher than me. So
We don't
yeah,
know. You
that's
don't
fine.
know. Maybe less. Yeah. Yes, 7.5 for you. Yep. Bobby?
No, I'm going to actually go less. Not that we know he's a great player, but he's still coming back. Gave away a couple of dangerous free kicks. I'm grateful that he survived that ridiculous,
God.
petulant tackle from Jude Bellingham of all people. He wanted to hurt him
Yeah, it looked
again,
like it. Yes.
which is when a player does that, I hope that's what happens to him at a key part of the season, maybe just before he's about to go for a transfer. If you're going to be that spiteful, but I'll give Reece 7 from last night. He wasn't at his best. A couple of fouls gave away, but apart from that, put in a decent enough shift.
Yeah, true. I was gonna the same. I was gonna say the same as you, because he has to get the 7. I'll never give less than a 7 to any player when we win a game. So he has to get 7. He's just coming back. We understand. When he's back, complete fit, we all know what he can do. One of our great best players in the club, for sure. 7 for me. I think it's fair. Yeah. Let's go to Enzo, Hassan. Enzo Fernandez.
Oh yeah, he's another solid player for me. I think for me it's a 7.5. He's been quite good for us, and he's been one of the signings that for the first time in a while. I think the last player that hit the ground running for us was probably Kepa. Not Kepa, blooming Kante. And there's not many players that actually hit the ground running for us, and not the rate that he has, and the amount of matches that he has produced. And yeah, he's been solid for us, and he's been kept Bellingham quiet along with our other midfielders. So yeah, 7.5 for me.
Yeah. And Bobby?
Yeah, I'll go 7.5 as well. Enzo kind of showed his age last night. I thought he needed that Kovacic performance to do what he did last night, and I'm glad he got it. And it's his right to have it. He's a very young player, and sometimes they need some guidance, and he got that last night. So 7.5.
Yeah, I agree. We all agree. I think for me, 7.5. He wasn't brilliant, but he done his job. Yeah. I like the guy. He's young. He's got a lot to learn yet. He's very young, but I'm sure he will come through. Big money signing, of course. And he's young. Like Havertz, when he came, he was 21, wasn't he? So, Enzo will get better. I'm sure of that. Yeah, 7.5 is fair. Let's go to Kova, Hassan.
Oh
Mateo
yeah,
Kovacic.
he's at the brilliant game. I'm just hoping that we keep him a little bit longer.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
he's not going nowhere right now. I don't think.
yeah, he's not going nowhere right now, but I just hope he stays a little bit longer. There are reports of him being a little bit unsettled here, which is normal because let's be honest, when you keep changing a lot of stuff, he's
Mm.
bound to get a little bit like annoyed or a little bit frustrated with the structure at the club. But yeah, I just hope he stays a little bit longer. He's an 8 for me. He did what he did best, and he's and he's absolutely bossed it. And
And he
yeah,
carried the captaincy really good. I thought. Don't you?
yeah. He's carried
Yeah.
the captaincy, and he's one of the experienced players in the team, which is why I want to keep him for a little bit longer. Hopefully, extend his contract, keep him another 1-2 years. Then, if he wants to go, then
Oh yeah. I
we'll let
really
him. Yeah, we all love Cover. He's one of them players where he
always have.
produces
Yeah.
for
I love
isn't
Cover.
it?
I must say. Yeah, he deserves an A. He was great last night, and he was really good against Leeds. One of the for me against Leeds, he was with Chilwell, man of the match. They were the best. And he's just come back. He's just come back. So, when he first come back, people get over here, but he's not himself. He shouldn't start. It takes time when you have a big injury, but he's getting to his best self again, which I'm glad to see. Last night he was great. Yeah, go. Sorry, Bobby. Cover.
Yeah, I mean, cover. You see, this is what really upsets me. I pray for the rest of the season we get our injuries back because for 3 years we've never really played a game with a fit squad. Never.
Mm.
Never. We play all these big teams and we're always deficient and they're full strength. As I'm saying, I'm watching Bayern and PSG full strength. I never see them carrying the injuries we do.
Yeah.
So cover needs to be fit. A fit cover is going to be an excellent player for us. I give him an 8 for yesterday because that's what he can do when fit. And I
Yeah.
hope because we have fewer games that he's rotated, he doesn't need to play every game. He doesn't
Mm.
need to do that. We've got Ruben, we've got
Yeah, we do.
Zachariah. You know,
Yeah.
they can
Uh,
come in. In fact, some games I will start both of them
yeah,
and
we have
put
to use
Enzo
that. Yeah,
and
go on.
cover
Sorry.
on the bench, just like you were
Yeah.
saying before.
Yeah,
Probably
that's why.
against Leicester
Yeah.
we could do that.
Yeah, of course. We should. So, yeah, fair. He deserves an 8 at very least. Yeah, for me, he was great last night. One of it's hard to pick a man of the match because everyone plays so good. But I think Kova will get an 8 from me. Yeah, great performance. I'm glad to see he's getting back to himself. But like you said, I want to see Zachariah and Zachariah and him at the start. But because Enzo's been playing every game, I thought he's only young, big game, but they showed up both of them. So yeah, 8 for me. Yeah, let's go to Raheem Sterling, Hassan.
I think for me, right, I would have given him a higher rating if he
Mm.
actually stayed a little bit on side and got a couple of goal contributions.
It was
I'm
bloody.
happy he's got the first goal and kick-started the comeback.
Yeah, I
And
love.
for me, right, it's a 7.5. It would have been a lot higher, and he probably would have got man of the match if he stayed on side for a couple of times. I'm just a little bit annoyed about that, and we could have beaten them comfortably. But yeah,
Yeah,
7.5 for me.
but but he was so tight. That
I
offside. Both
know
of them.
it's the newer
It
machines.
was
If
inches.
it was
Yeah, it's crazy. I don't like this offside law and all this rubbish VAR.
oh no, that new machine's been alright because that's the same machine that was
All right,
used in the World
shows the
Cup.
offside for
Yeah,
sure, but when it's so close, they should just leave it to the ref. Go with the flow of the game. Give it to the striker. But it's 1 inch or 2 inch or less than an inch sometimes. So it's unbelievable what they're giving offside for. We never had this before. We don't
yeah.
have VAR to check on offside. anyway, I'm against that. I don't want to come into that. We can talk about it later, maybe. But I'm against VAR and everything. The only good thing is the goal line technology. That's the only thing I go with.
So far, the robots have been doing a lot better than the officials. Let's just leave it to the robots, man.
True.
Let's leave.
Like I said before, we might see a robot being a ref soon. That's what there won't be no humans.
As long as they replace Anthony Taylor, man, I'm happy.
God, yeah, I think any robot will do a better job than that board. I don't want to say. I don't want to get too.
Let's just call him a fraud, because that's
fraud.
what he is.
That board fraud. God, yeah, Bobby Sterling.
Yeah, Sterling, he did well last night, but Sterling frustrates me. He'll be a far greater player than he is. If he wasn't so wasteful, he takes too many touches. That miss in the early minutes of the game still remains in my mind. And I'm giving him 7.5. The 0.5 comes from the fact that he eventually actually scored. But, he would have been higher with the chances he had and the positions he got himself into. He should have got a couple of goals last night.
For sure.
I don't know. He frustrates me a lot. But, 7.5 for him.
Yeah, I agree with you. Sterling, for me, he's shown he's coming back like the old Sterling. I could see it from the Leeds game. He's come back. He's playing better, more aggressive, more powerful, I think. But like you said, he just wants to dribble too much. And in the box, take one, take two, shoot. We were screaming for him to shoot on Saturday, the same thing last night. He wants to take too many people on. And, it was lucky that he got that goal. I'm glad he got that goal. Even if he did deflect, he was a bit lucky the goal, but he got the goal eventually. I'm glad it might do him good. Let's see. I just want to see him start scoring now, regular. That's what we got him for, to get us goals. So he's got 5 now this season with the goal last night. It's 5 goals, but we want to see better from him. We know he can do it. And my feelings about Sterling. We were arguing. Remember, Bobby? I didn't want him at the club, but he's proved me wrong there. He is good.
I
didn't
didn't want him, and
remember,
the jury's still out with him.
Someone was arguing with us because we didn't want Sterling. I forgot who it was. Someone on the panel on Coachella's channel. He was, why do you don't want Sterling and all? I think it was Stav. I think maybe. I think it was. But he's proved me wrong. I must say. Yeah. So I have to give him 7.5, like you said. I agree because he got the goal. Yeah. Let's go to Felix Hassan.
For me, I think he was 7. I can't remember what he actually did properly in the game. Looking back, trying to reminisce what he did. I'm sure you guys can probably tell me a lot better, but I thought he was a little bit
Was it his shot? Who hit the post? Was it him or Havertz? I forgot.
I think it was Havertz. I think Havertz took most of our shots.
Oh yeah. He done an okay game for me.
He had an okay game. I was gonna say I'd just give him a 7. It was just okay.
That's fair.
It was a great. It was a good.
Yeah, he's another young player. We mustn't forget. He's young still. Bobby.
Sorry, who's this?
João Felix.
Have we done Chilwell?
We done Chilwell. No, we didn't go. We forgot Chilwell. You're right.
Yeah, right, we do Felix and then we do Chilwell.
Yeah, finish Felix and then we do Havertz and we go back to Chilwell. It's me.
I'll give Felix. I'll give 7.5.
Yeah, I'll give him, like Hassan says, 7. I like him a lot. Great. He shows great attitude, passion. I like the way he talks and the way he plays. He's got he's young as well, so it needs time, man. It needs time. Yeah, let's do Havertz and we go back to Chilwell. God, I can't believe I forgot the best player on the pitch, Chilwell. For me, he was. I mean, God, Hassan Havertz.
Uh, um, Besides the marginal offside and stuff, he's been the pocketed a couple of goals. He pocketed one offside goal. Little bit, he could be a little bit more clinical, but I take the what he did. He scored the goal. He clutched up when it mattered, and for me, it's an 8. I think he would have got a lot higher based on the chances he buried. But yeah,
Yeah,
Havertz is an 8 for me, and he did well yesterday. And he normally does well when he has open spaces and in UCL nights and stuff like that against big teams where they open up. This is where Havertz is a lot more dangerous. It's just the question mark is his Prem performances, as we know. We know
yeah,
Havertz can step up in UCL. He's done it before. He's done it plenty of times.
yeah. So you gave him 8, you said. Yeah, Hassan, you give him 8, you said.
Yeah, I gave him an 8.
Yeah, okay. Bobby, Carl Havertz.
Havertz, I'll give 8.5. He scored the penalty after having the guts to take it twice. The only reason I don't give him a 9 is, he hit the post
Mm,
and perhaps a little bit more. I don't know what more he could have really done in front of goal. I thought he had an excellent game. So 8.5. I thought he was one of the men of the match.
yeah, he was good actually. Yeah, for me, yeah, he was good. He got the penalty in the end. It had to be retaken because everyone was in the box, as we saw. Uh, and he showed me some real uh, toughness when he stepped up, took the ball. Someone else, I think what Chilwell said to him, "You sure you want to take it?" And he took the ball, put it down, and put it in the same corner. But he went in this time. Yeah, great attitude. I always love to have it. I know what he can do. I've seen it a lot of times. It's just, it's like the rest of the team lately. They've all been down on confidence. Yeah, so I hope he's back now. Should give him more confidence now. Yeah. So, yeah, I have to agree. 8.5 for Havertz. Yeah. Let's go back now. We forgot Ben Chilwell. Hassan Chilwell.
It was an argument for man of the match for me. He
Yeah.
set up both the goals for us, and he brought us back in the game with them 2 chances that he did. 8.5 for me. You could argue a 9 or even higher. But yeah, he's arguably the best player on the pitch. For me, he was my man of the match.
Yeah. Yeah. So you said 8.5.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Bobby.
Yeah, definitely 8.5 for Chilwell. Can't remember anything he did wrong. Very effective game. Took good corner kicks that we needed. All round. Another one up there for man of the match. 8.5 for sure.
Yeah. For me, he was the man of the match in the end. For me, it was hard to choose between him and Kova, but in the end, he just gets it because he's crossing. And he's been the man of the match from the Leeds game. He just getting back to the old Chua we all know. Lethal at crossing. Him and Rhys James are the only real crossers we have. And they're both brilliant at it. It shows how much we miss these two. God. Especially Chilwell at the moment. And Rhys will get back to himself as well. For
That's
me,
what I was saying. How injury has really hit us.
yes.
The rest of the season, we need our players all fit, really, for a change.
Exactly. Yeah, for sure. So for me, he has to get 9. My man of the match, Ben Chilwell. What a player! When he's on form, there's no better left wing back in the world for me. Never. Great. I really like it. I know sometimes he wasn't. When he just come back, we were saying, he's 6'5", because he just come back. He could have played like he is now, but he's getting there. I think he got there last night. Yeah, great, 9 out of 10. Yeah. Well, we do the subs who got some time. Like Gallagher had a bit of time on the pitch. Hassan, what do you think, Gallagher?
I think he just did his job. What he did to do, brought energy in the midfield, just closed down spaces, and yeah, he took his chance to win, even though it was offside. I think for me it's a 7. He's not
fair.
been long enough for me to give any higher than a 7, but
No,
yeah,
but he done his job.
yeah, he's done his job. That's what he needed to do.
Yeah, Bobby.
Yeah, I have to say the exact same thing. 7 for me.
And me too, 7. He brought him on to give us energy and to run around like crazy, which he did. I love Gallagher because he gives you everything. Doesn't matter if he has a bad game or whatever, he gives 100% because he loves the club. I love Conor Gallagher because of that mostly. And he's a great player. On his day, he can be something, really good, but he's young. The good thing, we have great young players. We just need a bit of experience to go with them. That's all. Yeah, great. 7 for me, yeah. Let's go to Ruben Hassan. He didn't play much minutes. I forgot exactly how many minutes. It wasn't much, but we give him something.
I think 6.5. He hasn't been long enough, I think.
No, he wasn't. I don't know. Was it 10 or 15 minutes? I'm not sure.
I think it's like 10.
Yeah, so we can't really give him marks, but yeah, we give him,
Yeah, I'll just give him 6.5. I think him and Pulisic were on for long enough.
Pulisic as well. Pulisic, there's no point giving them any marks really because Pulisic got 10 minutes.
Zakaria as well, so I don't think besides Conor Gallagher, I
shouldn't do the subs really. I only done it because Gallagher had a bit of
Gallagher had a bit of time, that's it. I think the rest of them you can't really rate.
No, you can't. Yeah, it's true. Bobby, what do you think? They didn't get much time, did they? Really?
Yeah. There's no point doing them.
No,
really.
Yeah. It's true. Yeah, I've got it. We should have just done Gallagher, really, which we did. And the last person, as always, Graham Potter. What do you give him, Hassan, last night?
For me, right, I think he was a 9. I think he went high risk, high reward, guns blaze, and I think he did. My only critique is he didn't leave anything on the bench that would actually help with the situation if we did go goal down. But other than that, right, it was a 9 for me. His performances had to be spot on, and he did what he needed to do to get that 2-0 win. And this is where credit and praise is due. And hopefully this is. I want to see a bit more of these type of games, these type of performances. I want to see a little bit more of it. I don't want to see it when it matters the most, the way Ole Gunnar Solskjaer did at United. Do it at games where you're about to get sucked and then lose the next couple. You know what I mean? We don't want that at Chelsea where it's a bit mediocrity, a bit up and down. So yeah, and for me, Potter's done enough to save himself a couple of games. He saved his job for this week, let's be honest. And we go to the winnable games and decide to win them.
Yeah, good comments from you there, Bobby.
Yeah, sorry, I have to leave after giving Potters. I've got some visitors.
Yeah, we're all gonna go out soon. Yeah.
But Potter, I'll give him 7.5. I don't know. I mean, he did well. He showed passion, and I'm not. It wasn't.
Yeah.
I can't say it was a tactical masterclass. It was good enough tactically, but I'm yet to see that game where do you know what we won?
You changed it around. Yeah.
I'm yet to see that with him, but he did nothing wrong at all yesterday. And Hassan's right. He bought himself more time in the job, and I really, really wish and hope he manages to turn it round. He showed a lot of emotion, passion, which is what helps win the crowd. When you
Yes,
win,
exactly.
they want to see that. And when you show that when you're winning, on the odd occasion, if you don't quite win, you win the confidence that the fans know that your heart is in it. But that's not all. He's got to show his tactical astuteness. I'm not sure I saw that last night, but I did see a much, much better, improved performance from him and improved substitutions. So
Yeah,
7.5.
yeah, I agree with what you said there. A lot better for me, mostly because he showed reaction and emotion. He put all the subs on which another manager might have not, because we could have gone into extra time and we couldn't have any more subs. So, but everything else he got right. We questioned him, the lineup, because we said, oh, he's got not Havertz again. We were saying, because Havertz, he's been missing, he's been out of form. But Pora must know something, because he chose him to be a new penalty taker, and he put him in the lineup, and he proved us wrong again. Not again, he proved us wrong last night. For me, I want to see that a bit more often to change my opinion of Graham Potter. But yeah, I was glad for him. And the only way he's going to win us back, like Bobby said, is to show reaction, show you're one of us, and then we're going to be with you. That's all we want to see. Even if we lose games, we had managers before, and we lost games, probably not. But we were with the manager because they showed they wanted to be part of the club. Yes, last night he showed me that he was getting to the crowd, making them get loud. That's what I want to see from get off the bench and act like that every game. Then you will win every single Chelsea fan. So for me, he has to get an 8 because everything he did was good, apart from the subs he put everyone on. Yeah, 8 for me. Yeah, for Potter. I think Hassan's left already. Yeah, I think we're done. And we'll be back for the Leicester game. Bobby, anything else you want to say before we go? I think Bobby's gone as well.
I think Bobby's gone.
Hassan, you still there? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay, good.
Can you hear me? Yeah, I'm sorry. No, I've got nothing to add, Nick.
Okay, yeah, no problem.
I think we've all objectively
We've done
discussed.
the game. Any final comments from you, Hassan, or Bobby?
I mean, enjoy the wins when you can. This obviously what we mean by giving next couple of games is obviously we still expect the results to be wins. We don't want them to be losses the way it was under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. But then that, guys, just be glad that we're still through. We still have a small chance. It's not a lot. It's still a bit of a chance to win the Champions League. I think our performances in the quarterfinals would turn around and give us an indication whether we'll go all the way or not.
Yeah,
just like last time when we did against Atletico Madrid, we knew or we had a feeling that we'll go all the way. And for now, just enjoy the wins where we can. It's been a good game and it's been a good last 24 hours, should I say, under Graham Potter so far.
Yeah, true, I agree. Yeah, thanks Hassan for coming on. Thanks to Bobby, Cheryl, Adios. And they had to go early, some problems there. But yeah, thanks, folks. Whoever watched us, thanks for coming in the chat. Whoever came in the chat, and we'll be back on Friday for the Leicester City preview. So yeah, let's hope we carry on winning. The more we win, the better we will get, and be ready for that quarter final. So I think we said everything. We've done the ratings and everything. So we'll be back on Friday for the Leicester preview on the game on Saturday. Yeah. So with that, we will go out. Let me just put this. Hold on, sorry. Yeah. We go with Borussia colour because we did win a game. Every time we win, at the end of the show, we play Borussia colour. I think you all know that part now. So yeah, let's do that. Oh God, what is it? Yeah, so thanks, folks, for whoever watched us. Good night to you all, wherever you are around the world. God bless you all, and hopefully we see you Friday. Thanks. Chelsea, Blue is the football where all Chelsea